to a bedroom tour. Yes, you heard me correctly. I actually have a lot of tech in this room, and some of it you can't actually see. I just recently got an 8 Sleep pod, so a huge thank you to 8 Sleep for partnering with me on a portion of this video. I cannot wait to show you guys this. If you are new here, you might not know that I am obsessed with sleep tracking and data and making sure all of my health is tracked to a T. So having this addition into my life is so incredible. So right now, you might not even be able to tell that it's here. It's actually underneath all of my sheets here. So this is the 8 Sleep pod, a temperature controlled mattress topper. What's unique about it is it connects to this little hub right here, and by the power and magic of water, it has these tubes here that connect to the active grid, and that allows you to quickly heat and cool each side of the bed. This has a lot of unique sleep tracking features, as you can see here in the app. This is my sleep fitness score from last night, which is actually pretty good. It tracks things like your quality of sleep, your routine, and your time slept. You can see your REM sleep, your deep sleep, and the health metrics like your heart rate, HRV, and breath rate. It also gives you a routine so you can see your sleep over time and even sleep latency. I can't wait to sleep with this more so that I can get some more information and have some more data to share with you guys. But so far it has been so incredible, and it really does help me get a much better night's sleep because my body is actually being temperature controlled. I'll put a link in the description where you can check out more information about all of the cool things that 8 Sleep has to offer. So now it's time for the rest of the tour. This is my sleeping side. For whatever reason, I always like sleeping on the left or whichever is like closest to the door or the bathroom. Anyway, this is my little nightstand here. I like sleeping with my computer nearby. I mean, I know you probably shouldn't be sleeping close to tech, but it just makes me feel at home. I've also got this nice little Nomad charger. So I've got dual Apple Watch and wireless charging. And no, this isn't an alcoholic beverage, it's actually just water. One thing that I hate is waking up in the middle of the night just dying of thirst. So I always have a water on hand. The other thing that I like about this room is the curtains are actually controlled with this remote here. So if I want to close them, I just push the button. Let's open them back up so we have some light. We also have Maddie's little bed right here off to the side. This is where he sleeps when he doesn't want to sleep in bed with me. And one thing that I did notice is sometimes there are some sleep disruptions with the 8 Sleep if you do have a pet. So that is definitely something to note. So when I know that I really want to track my sleep, I always kind of push him off the bed to make sure he sleeps in his own bed so it doesn't disrupt my data. Overall, this entire room, when I first moved in, I didn't have any curtains. It was completely white. It was super boring. And I kind of like really dark tones, especially when I sleep. It just feels so comfy. So what I was kind of going for, the look in this room was kind of some gold and darker tones. And of course, the most comfy, soft blankets that you could ever imagine. And I think that we have achieved that. So I went with this dark color and I absolutely love it. And I love these lamps too, because they kind of blend into the room, but they also have the gold accents that I was looking for. So moving on, we have a TV here with a nice little nightstand. And to be honest with you, I don't really ever watch this TV. I think the only time I've ever turned it on in the past several years is when I was sick. I don't even know where the remote is right now. So it's purely aesthetic. I feel like I should get a painting or something here, but I just always have loved having a TV in the bedroom, but I don't really watch it. Another thing that I love having in this room is this little Purifier, and I like this because it also has heating and cooling capabilities, so I don't have to necessarily turn on the heat or the air conditioning. So not only will this give me a little bit of heat or a little bit of cool, it will also purify the room of all air toxins, so gotta love that. So over here, I've got a nice little lamp. You might notice this from some of my old YouTube videos. This was my old studio lamp, but it kind of fit the vibe that I was going for, like those warm kind of wooden gold tones. Even though this isn't gold, it still kind of works because the curtains are all white, so it kind of just sort of blends in. This is also electronic, so I can open this remotely with that remote control. So over here, we have the 8 Sleep hub, and it is actually very quiet. Like I don't even hear it at nights, and it's pretty awesome because you can fill it with water and it just silently heats and cools your bed. Also, you might be like, what the heck is this? Do you have a router in your room? Kind of. This is a helium miner. If you know, you know. Like it's just, we'll just leave it at that. I've got another one of the lamps over here just to kind of even the place out. So as you can tell, this room is very minimal because there's something that I have found. If my room is cluttered, that transcends into my mind and my body in the form of anxiousness, and I cannot sleep. Like I just know that there's mess. So the rest of my house can be a disaster, but as long as my bedroom is clean, I just feel zen and I can rest easy. There are so many different tips that I've found for helping yourself get better sleep. So I look forward to sharing those all with you in my full 8 Sleep review. Stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know how many hours of sleep do you guys average at night? I'd love to hear it.